Hi, good afternoon. My name is Scott Kreska. I'm the Project Hope Recovery Coordination Navigator, and I'm sitting here with two of my favorite people, two recovery coaches for Project Hope. I had a few questions that I wanted to ask them to open up the forum. I guess names would be great to start with.
Hi, my name is Jessica and I am a recovery coach.
And I'm Beth and I'm another recovery coach.
So we've answered the job title already. So I'll move on to a question about helping the community in this role. How do you see that as a positive in the community? What are you guys doing?
Well, I think that substance use affects the entire community, and having somebody who there to help you with your recovery can help guide you in the right direction. And what do you think?
I think education is really important in our community. There is some stigma regarding substance use disorder, and the only way we can battle that is to let people know what's really going on. This is not something that has anything to do with character. It has everything to do with being a brain disease and a mental illness, and understanding what we need to do in order to combat those symptoms is very important. Recovery coaches kind of like walk along with the recovery, answer questions. We're resources. If we don't know the answer, we know where to find it.
I guess the next question I would like to know is, why do you do this work?
You want to go first, or do you want me to go?
I do this work because it's very personal to me. I really want to help people. I've grown up around a lot of substance use, and it affected my life in a very large way.
Okay. I have been working clinically with mental health for over 30 years. I frequently find myself back working with substance use disorder. I started that back in 1986, working with teenagers with SUD, baptism by fire, you could say. And it's just continued from there through doing family systems work, through working with families with children with autism, and moved on into addictions and SUD.
Those are great answers. I would like to know how you got associated with Project Hope.
That's a great story. No, it's not. It's very boring. But actually, what happened is that I have worked for Bowen Center off and on for almost 10 years, and one of the jobs they have there, they now call it a skills coach, and it's an educator, and it's very similar to what recovery coaches do. I had done that for a long time. COVID hit, and I took a sabbatical for about 6 months. My boss, Wendy Leary, was very glad to hear me say I wanted to come back, and this was an opportunity, and I jumped at it.
The same thing. I worked for Bowen Center for about a year as a skills coach. They knew a little bit about my background with the substance use, so when there was a need for another recovery coach, they brought me in.
What are some of the biggest challenges you guys face on a daily basis with recoveries?
There's lots of challenges.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to put them in order. We get asked that question a lot. What are the biggest barriers? What's a barrier for one person might be a strength for somebody else. I run into things like transportation. I run into homelessness. We've had that. Those are the biggies, and the very serious ones. Co-occurring disorders. Not necessarily having enough family or community support. Recovery is really a lot about connection with others. Stigma has been a barrier. I have witnessed healthcare providers be not so great, and I've witnessed some be wonderful. So it depends on the recovery themselves, I think.
I think that people fear judgment, so oftentimes they don't get help, and we are seeing them incarcerated. So I feel like that's a bit of a barrier. They're incarcerated, so until they get released, we can't really give them the resources that they need.
How do you feel about Marshall County having our services for Project Hope? What kind of impact have we made on the community?
I think we have made a significant impact. We have referrals from all over the county, primarily corrections, DCS, family members. We're now getting referrals from other recoveries. Serenity House is another one, another halfway house in town. David's Courage is offering great services. We continually get new referrals. Jessica was hired in not too long ago, thank goodness, and her caseload has filled up immediately. We are going to need to help others, and I don't see this changing. I think that this is something that's going to be a need for a long time.
I just would like to say it's been a privilege and a blessing to work with these two individuals. I know their passion, I know their expertise, and it really does make a difference for people having people with knowledge. They have to be certified, and it's just a beautiful thing when I see them working with patients and recoveries.